What's going on, guys? It's your boy D the Barber. Today we're going to be doing a mid to high bald taper. Jumping right on into things, we're just picking out the client's hair, just trying to get it to stand up, and we're going to come back in with the comb right here and make sure we lay everything down that we're trying to taper. Just kind of discussing exactly where he wants, his taper to begin. And to start this taper off, we're going to come in with the Wahl Magic Clip and set our first bald guideline. I like to use this Magic Clip because I think it's an easier tool to get to end up getting that guideline out with, as opposed to a Andis T Outliner, or something a little bit sharper that's gonna, you're gonna be able to get that guideline out, but it's gonna make it kind of tough on you. So I think this is the most efficient tool, if you're not trying to spend an hour on each haircut. Okay, next we're gonna come in with our Andis T Outliner. We're gonna clean up that first guideline, all the area below that. Just gonna go ahead and bald it on out, so we can get that good tight, clean bald taper. And I'm also hitting kind of part of the edge up right here. I like to do this so it kind of lets you see where the fade is, coming together at, as far as how far you can blend up. We're gonna do that on this other side real quick, and I'm also gonna hit that edge up here in just a second. Like I said, it lets you see where the fade is coming together. Now we're gonna come in with our Andis Masters, lever all the way open. We're gonna set our second guideline. You just wanna make sure you get a smooth guideline, go with how the hair is growing. And also flicking out when you're getting to the top of your guideline. You don't want to set it in too hard where it becomes difficult to get out. But we're going to do that all the way around here. Next, we're going to come in with our Wahl Magic Clip. We're going to remove that first guideline. Like I said, this is an easier tool to get that guideline out with. This is a great fading tool. It's similar to an Andis fade blade. It's just cordless and a lot lighter. You just want to make sure you use the ends of the blade to remove that guideline. I'm kind of removing the lever really quickly, going from closed to halfway to all the way open, just to get that guideline on out. Now we're going to come in with that Wahl clip, and I got a 1.5 guard on there. I'm just using it to remove a little bulk. You want to go ahead and get that bulk out of the way, because if you continue with like your 1 guard and fade on up, you're going to end up having to kind of readjust the entire fade at the top. It makes it a lot easier if you go ahead and get that bulk out the way so you can actually see what you're doing. Now we got our Andis Masters. We got the 1 guard on there all the way open, and we're just flicking towards the top of the fade. And I close the lever the closer I get to the original guideline. As you see, the fade's already kind of coming together. Doing the same in the back right here, all the way open right there. And then I'm going to close the lever, and I'm going to come a little bit closer to that guideline right in here. And we're going to do the same on the left side, just here real quick. Now we're going to come in with our 0 guard on that Andis Master. Notice I have my brush in my hand now. Now we're really trying to get that fade, that blend to all the way come together. Starting at open and then going to close. So taking that brush and getting that hair to lay down the way you want to. And just kind of getting into that fine detailing. As you can see, the fade it's already together, but that 0 guard is just going to make it pop that much more. Playing with the lever here, I'm taking the guard off and just cleaning it up a little bit. Now we're going to come in with our Andis T Outliner and just go ahead and begin edging up the hairline. Nothing complicated about this. You just want to make sure your line is, straight and going with the natural line of the client. Using a brush to lay that hair down. We'll do the same here on the right side right here. Like I said, you just want to make sure, steady hand. Make sure you're, not irritating the client's skin. Just want to lightly tap it. Do the same here in the front here. We've already kind of tapped that line, but we're just, you know, getting a little bit more precise this time around. We'll lay that hair down here with that brush. And you always want to kind of start in the center of the client's head. A lot of your clients, you know, may have a, you know, a different angle on each side of the head. You want to kind of look at it from the center and gauge it the best you can. We're still just kind of fine-tuning that line and making sure we're getting our client, you know, the best edge up we can possibly give them. Just really using that corner of that blade to come in there and get them crispy. Now we're going to come in and kind of remove a little bulk from that hairline. You always want to kind of pick it out, and anything that's hanging over that edge up, you want to remove it. It's going to give your client a better edge up. You know, you never want your client to leave you and go wash their hair and come up with an entirely different edge up just because that hair is, you know, overhanging the edge up. Now we're just coming in and kind of cleaning up his face a little bit, going around the ears, doing a little detail work on that edge up. You know, any hair you see out of place, you know, now's the time to go ahead and get it on out the way. I'm just gonna trim up his mustache and goatee here real quick using my Slimline Pro. Continuing a little detail work here, just kind of any hairs that I see out of place. Clean up his face a little bit further over here. You know, the client will really notice, you know, if you're trying to rush through their cut, or if you're, you know, really trying to put your all into it. So I suggest anyone starting out, don't be afraid to take a little time. Just make sure you're giving the best cut you can give. Now we're just going in with a little shaving soap. We're gonna put that razor on the edge up, mustache and beard. Just get them a little sharper here. Just kind of speed through this. Now we're just coming in once again after we've removed that shaving soap. You know, one of my tricks is, you know, once you put that water on them, that hair is gonna kind of stretch, and you're able to kind of really get that edge up as crispy as possible. Now we're gonna go in and remove any weight that you might see remaining in the fade. I'm just kind of taking that one guard and cleaning up a little piece of weight that I saw. Took the guard off and just, you know, cleaning it up a little bit. Nothing major, but it makes a big difference with the fade. Now I'm just gonna go in after the fade is complete, put a little oil sheen, and my client likes the curl brush, nappy brush. Just gonna give it a good little texturized kind of look. Now we're gonna let them see the finished product, and this is what it's all for. You want your client's jaw to drop every time you hand them the mirror. The transformation is complete. Here we have just a few final looks at the cut. Came out really nice. He really liked it. If you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. It's your boy D the Barber. Until next time, peace.